Hi students, now take the chapter number 2 of class 10 science, that is very important, acids, base and salt. So in this chapter we are learn three things. One is about acids, definition of acid and the chemical properties of acids, and the next part is about bases, definition of base and these properties of base, and then we learn lastly in the last part is salts, about the salt, that is bleaching powder and baking soda, washing soda and plaster of Paris. Okay, so these are all the chapter concept covered here. Okay, so first in this video we have tried to understand all about the acids and bases. Okay, try to learn some starting concept, basic concept about acids and base. Okay, so come to the first point, that is acids. Okay, so I start this lecture from the concept acids. Okay, so when I put acids, so we have to know about the what is acids and how it is appear. Okay, so now first write down the first properties of acids. Okay, this property is nothing but helpful to define the acids. Okay, so these property nothing but a point which are decide the what is acids. Okay, so properties of acids, properties. Okay, so one by one property I mentioned here. Okay, so number one property of acids is acids are those chemical substances, okay, those chemical substances that gives H plus ions. Okay, that is hydrogen ions, or sometimes H3 with water when dissociated in the water. So that is very important. First point of acids are, that is about chemical definition of acid is, that is first observation of chemical properties, that is properties of acid, that is acids are those chemical substances. Okay, acid nothing but it is a chemical substances. Okay, that gives H plus ions. Okay, H plus ion means hydrogen ions, or we also call as H3O plus ion. Okay, right, exactly H3. Okay, O plus ion, that is hydronium ions. It is nothing but what? Hydronium ion. Okay, hydronium ions, when they are dissociated, when they are dissolved into the water, they give H plus and H3O plus, hydronium ions. That is first property of acids. Okay, come to the second property of acid. Okay, so acids are those chemical substances. Okay, those chemical substances which gives, okay, they gives, okay, they have sour in taste. They are sour in taste. Okay, they are sour in taste. Okay, their taste is sour. For example, lemon. Okay, any citric fruit. Okay, you observe that are sour in taste. Okay, so example is a lemon. Okay, the example is a lemon or any citrus fruit. We observe that they are sour in taste. So I take some example of fruits is such as mango. Okay, take mango. Okay, mango, and some examples are lemon, orange. Okay, so orange. These fruits when eat, we face the sour taste. Okay, we feel the taste is sour. So such is called nothing but acid. And these fruits having acids. Okay, means the taste of lemon is sour, and the taste of mango is sour, and the taste of orange is sour in taste. So we conclude that these fruits having the acid. Okay, so because of these fruits have sour in taste. Okay, sour in taste, so they are containing acids. Okay, so they are containing acids. So there is second property, very important property, that is they are which taste? The acids are sour in taste. Okay, the third very important point is about litmus paper. Okay, blue litmus paper paper turns red. Okay, turns red. Okay, litmus paper. I show you litmus paper. So I show you the litmus paper here. I write here blue litmus paper. Okay, there are two types of litmus paper. One is blue litmus paper and one is red litmus paper. So here blue litmus paper is used for indication of to find it which is acid substance and which is base substance. So if the given substance is acid, then what happens with the blue litmus paper? It is turned to red. So it is blue litmus paper. Observe here, it is a litmus paper. Okay, it is litmus paper strip, and it is blue in color. So it is nothing but what? A blue litmus paper. Okay. So now I have done this activity. So what are the statements saying here? Blue litmus paper, when come in contact with the substance, if the substance is acid, then that blue is converted to the red. If the substance is not acid, then change in color is not occur. Okay. So I take one substance. Okay, and that substance is acid, then what happened? This blue will turn to red. Okay, see, observe. I take one substance here which is unknown for me, unknown for you. Okay, I take one substance here in the display. Okay, or I take one substance here. Okay, I take a substance which is a solution which is acid or nothing, I don't know. So I take here substance. Now I want to confirm it. The given substance is acid or base. So simply I take a litmus paper. Okay, which litmus paper? I take a blue litmus paper. Okay, I take a blue litmus paper. Okay, small blue litmus paper, that type. So I dip the litmus paper into the substance. Okay, if this is turned to red, okay, blue litmus paper, if turned to red means that is acid. Okay, that is property of acids. Okay, so I dip here. So see what happened here. So see, the paper turned to red. Okay, so that indicates that acid turns the blue litmus paper to red. Okay, that is the property. Okay, so what happened if I put a red litmus paper to the acids? So what happened? See, this is a red litmus paper, and if dipped a lead litmus paper. Okay, I take lead litmus paper. Okay, I take a lead litmus paper and I put a lead litmus paper into the acids. See, observe what happened. There is no change in color. Okay, so red litmus paper, no change in color in acid, but blue litmus paper changed to red. Okay, changed to red. So we done this activity. So I write here one point about this is the blue litmus paper turns to red, and the red litmus paper not show any change. Okay, litmus paper not show any change. Okay, not show any change because lead is itself red, there is no change, but when blue is dipped, we know that the blue is converted to the red. Okay, again I repeat it for your clearance. Again I take a small amount of paper, then I dip. So blue litmus paper, take one acid. Okay, so observe here, this is converted to red. So this indicates that acids are those substances which convert blue litmus paper into the lead litmus paper, and the lead litmus paper is not change any color. Okay, so this is one of the important activity. Okay, I show both the papers. Okay, see, it is blue litmus paper and it is a lead litmus paper, and this is called as indicators. Okay, so one point is these two papers are nothing but indicator which is used to identify which is acid and which is a base, and very helpful for you to classify acid substance and base substances. Okay, so here I use acid, that is sulfuric acid. Okay, this is a sulfuric acid. Okay, so you observe the acid is in the form of liquid. Okay, see, the acid in the form of liquid, it is acid. Okay, so observing this bottle, we observe that the acids are always present in liquid state. Okay, so the next point is here another acid is there, it is also acid, which is called acetic acid, weak acid, and it is also in liquid state. We observe that it is also in liquid state. So third point, we have to find out that the liquids, the acids are in liquid in state. Okay, so the fourth point we write here, acids are liquid. Acids are liquids. Okay, acids are liquids. So that is a very important point you have to remember. Okay, so next fifth point I write here. The fifth point, acids are good conductor of electricity. Okay, so acids are good conductor, means when a current is passed into the acids, okay, whenever current is passed into the acid, we observe that the bulb is blue. For example, I take instrument here, this is the one beaker, okay, I take acid, any acid, okay, I take acid, now I put a wire, that is wire, and I make a circuit. So observe that when I make a battery, okay, a circuit, I make here one battery, okay, battery. When I switch on this circuit, okay, when I on the button, observe that there is no connection, but the bulb is blue. What means that the current is flow into the acids, okay, that is from positive this terminal to this terminal, current is flow through the acids. So this means that acids are helpful for the conduction of electricity, okay. So acids are good conductor of electricity. That is what another property of acid, okay, the another property of acids. Okay, the next last property which further we learn in next videos, that is sixth one property is when acids are reacts with metals to form, okay, reacts with metals to form salt and hydrogen gas liberated. Okay, not hydrogen, so salt formation, because different gas is liberated, not hydrogen gas, but we take about the to form salts. Okay, so next later on it will produce gas and the gas is liberated. Okay, so we take next hydrogen gas, carbon dioxide, different cases there, so not mentioned here. Okay, I mention only acids are react with metals, so it is they form the salt of that metals. Okay, so these are what the some important properties of acids. Okay, so another one important I forget here, that is vinegar, also mentioned here, vinegar, okay, which are used by the gobi manchuri, soft the foods, okay, zol manchuri, okay, and in finger chips they are used the one liquid is vinegar, okay, which are also used in the mango pickles, okay, for preservation of mango pickles. The vinegar also having a sour taste. So that is all the concept of acids. Okay, so again, so by using this you are easily define what is acid. So what is acid? Acid are those substances which gives H plus ions, which are sour in taste, and the substance which are turns blue litmus paper to lead litmus paper, then they are liquid in state. Okay, here they are liquid in state. Okay, so they are liquid in state, and acids are good conductor of electricity. And sixth point is acid when reacts with any metals, maybe zinc, maybe magnesium, any metals, they form salt of that particular metal. Okay, so another very important point here, acids are liquid. Okay, so in the liquid state only, when acids are present in liquid state, then only they give H plus ion. That also be remember point. Okay, next video we will learn detail about it by practically, but here one point you want property, you have to remember that acids give H plus ions only in the which state? Only in the liquid state. Okay, only in the liquid state they give H plus ions. Only the presence of water they give H plus ions. Okay, and that H plus ions is responsible for change of the litmus paper color. Okay, so these are what important points about the litmus paper. Okay, important point about the acids. Okay, so please note on these all points. Then we come to next point about the next be about the base. Okay, so write down this. Study about the base. Okay, to take the properties of the base. So number one property about base is base are the chemical substances. Base are those chemical substances, the chemical substances that gives OH minus ions. OH means hydroxide. Okay, hydroxide ions. Okay, so acid gives H plus ions, but the base gives OH minus ions. So come to second property about base. They are bitter in taste. Okay, so bitter in taste. So acids having sour in taste, so they are bitter in taste. Second property. Then third property, blue litmus paper. sorry, a blue, red. Okay, take a red litmus paper turns to red paper turns to blue. Okay, turns to blue. So in the case of acid, we observe that blue turns to red, but in this case reverse, the red turns to blue. So I take red litmus paper here, and I take one base, that is potassium hydroxide. Okay, so I take a base here. Okay, so I wash this one time. Okay, so now I check about the base. So this statement say about that the base turns red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. So check this by the activity. So I take here base, that is potassium hydroxide, in this cup. Okay, so now I test with the litmus paper, which is red litmus paper. So I take red litmus paper, so I dip. So as per statement, the red litmus paper it turn to blue. Okay, so that is property of the base. Okay, see, after some time when dipping into this base, then we observe that blue color. Okay, so red litmus paper turns to blue in the case of base. So that is the next property, third property of a base is, the base are those substances which turns red litmus paper to blue litmus paper, right? So when dipped into the base, right, this is the color, see here, this is the red, but when this part is dipped into the base, it is converted into the blue color. Okay, so it is a property of base, that is third property is the red litmus paper turns to blue. Okay, again the fourth property here is they react with metals. Okay, so same, they react with metal. Okay, they reacts with metals, gives salt. Okay, gives salt, same property, there no change, they also gives the salt. So these are what the different properties of base. So by using this flow property, we are easily defined the about base. So what is base? So base are those chemical substances. Okay, those chemical substances that gives OH minus ions, that are bitter in taste, and that are turns red litmus paper to blue litmus paper, and then they react with metals, they give the salt. So these are what the definition and the properties of bases. Okay, so this is what very important, you have to remember this. Okay, so this test is very important about litmus paper, right? So please put this in your notebook. So next come to the another some examples of acids and base. Okay, so finish this one. Now take the examples of acids and bases. Okay, so I take two column here about acids one side and other side is base. Okay, now some examples of acids. So here going to the acid, so first I put about base example, then come to the acids, because acid example there are two types. One is natural acids, okay, natural acids which are present in the fruits, and one is an artificial which are used in the laboratories. So I can take first base, okay, because there is some examples are there. One is potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. Okay, so I write name here, sodium hydroxides, sodium hydroxide. Okay, this is the number one example for base. Okay, so right here Na plus and OH minus ions, right? Na plus ion and OH minus ions. So in the definition we are learn about what is the acid which gives OH minus ions. So it is OH minus ions. When they give ions, when they are dissociated in water. Okay, when they are dissociated in water. Okay, when the acids are base are dissociated in water, they are dissociated into, okay, H plus ions and OH minus ions, right? So that is important. Come to another example, that is potassium hydroxide. Okay, potassium hydroxide. So answer potassium hydroxide. Name is potassium hydroxide. Okay, potassium hydroxide, and the ions are K plus and OH minus. When they are dissolved into water, then they are dissociated the K plus ions and OH minus ions. So OH is nothing but hydroxides, so it is a base, right? So now come to some examples about magnesium oxides. Okay, this is also magnesium base, Mg plus OH minus ions. Then next ammonium hydroxide, that is NH4OH. It is ammonium hydroxide. So these are what some very common example for base. So in the NCERT some examples also given, that is magnesium hydroxide, and other is calcium hydroxide. Okay, which are we use in first chapter, that is slake lime, calcium hydroxide, slake lime. Okay, so that is also base which has CS plus ion and OH minus ions. So these are what some very important example for base, right? So if they ask which is the most strongest base, so you write here. So strongest base. If they ask name the strongest base, so NaOH is the strongest base. What does it mean? This means that the base NaOH is said to be strong. Why? Because of they give more OH minus ions. If the substance which gives more OH minus ions, then they are said to be strongest base. So in thus all base, NaOH also give OH ions, KOH also give OH minus ions, MgOH twice also give OH minus ions, and NH4OH4 also give OH minus ions. But as we compare all the OH minus ions, the sodium hydroxide gives more OH minus ions. Okay, so the base which gives more OH minus ions, okay, more OH minus ions, such base are called as strongest base. Okay, as opposite, the base which gives less amount of OH minus ions, okay, less amount of OH minus ions, they are called as a weak base. So example for weak base is ammonium hydroxide. Okay, NH4OH. It is gives very less amount of as compared to other bases. Okay, OH minus ions. So these are all about the base. So I have base in solid state, that is here. See, in this box we have base which is white in crystals. Okay, I show you here which is our white in crystals. They are in the box. So we observe here, they are white in crystals. Okay, so you observe here they are in the pellet forms. Okay, they are in solid state. So we dissolve in water, we get aqueous solution of that is potassium hydroxide, which is look like this. Okay, crystals. This is the potassium hydroxide. Then I show about sodium hydroxide. Same, there is no change. This is the sodium hydroxide, which is strongest base and which is also present in the form of solid. Okay, the base present in the form of solid. So we observe here it is formed solid. Okay, it is a pellets of sodium hydroxide. Okay, we dissolve in water, we get the aqueous solution. Okay, so these are some bases. Now come to the another point, that is about acid substance. Okay, so I divide acid into two types. One is laboratory acid. Okay, laboratory acids which are used in laboratory, and one is natural acids. Okay, natural acids, right? There are two parts. So about laboratory acid, I have one is sodium hydroxide. Okay, this is called as king of acid. Okay, so first one is number one is sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfuric acid. So right here name is sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfuric acid. So observe that here they give two ions. One is H plus ions, and one is OH minus ions. Okay, so H plus ions it is acid. So another one acid is that is HCl, hydrochloric acid. Okay, that is hydrochloric acid. Okay, which gives H plus ions and Cl minus ions. Okay, H plus ions acid. Now come to the some I take natural later on. Okay, then come to the another acid that is nitric acid HNO3. Okay, nitric acid HNO3. Okay, it is nitric acid. Nitric acid. And the last one is acetic acid CS3COOH. It is acetic acid. Acetic acid. Here H plus ions and NO3 minus ions. Here CS3COO minus H plus. Okay, so I have this CS3 acetic acid. Okay, last one that is CS3COH acetic acid. Okay, so this acetic acid is the CS3COO minus and H plus ions. So all these give H plus ions. Now classify them as strongest and weakest acid. Okay, strongest acid and weak acid. Okay, strong acid and weak acid. So strong acid meaning is what? The acid which gives more amount of H plus ions. Okay, so in this H2SO4, HCl, HNO3 and CS3COH, the sulfuric acid gives more H plus ions. Therefore, the strongest acid is a sulfuric acid. Okay, this is the strongest acid. Okay, which is strongest acid. Now, next one, weak acid. So among these, CS3COH. Okay, CS3COOH, the acetic acid that is here, acetic acid, which gives less amount of H plus ions as compared to all. So it is categorized as weak acid. Okay. So these are some examples of the laboratory acids which are used in the laboratory: sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid and acetic acid. So these are the some chemicals which are used in the laboratory. Now the very important point, the second point is about natural acids which are in the NCERT textbook. Table is given. So fruit and their acids are given. So one by one we learn about that. So you can write this one, base. Okay. So okay, I remove the base, about base. Okay, in this side I write about the natural acids which are present in the some very famous fruits which are we use in daily life. Okay, the natural acids. Okay, natural acids. So I here write here about the natural acids which are being given in the book. Okay, so come here, the natural acid, the number one is vinegar. Okay, vinegar. So in vinegar, the acid is present is acetic acid. Okay, the acid which is present in the vinegar is acetic acid. So is it natural acid? Okay, natural sources. Okay, the natural source is vinegar and the acid is what? The acid is present is what? Acetic acid is natural source. Okay, natural source is vinegar and the acid present in the vinegar is acetic acid. Then another natural source is orange. Okay, orange is one fruit. Okay, natural source which having the acid is citric acid. Citric acid. Okay, citric acid. Then another tamarind. Okay, tamarind which having tartaric acid. Tartaric acid. So T for tamarind and T for tartaric acid. Okay, so both are same. Then tomato having oxalic acid. Oxalic acid. Okay. Next sour milk, that is curd. We call it as a curd. So curd having lactic acid. Okay, the acid present in the sour milk curd is lactic acid. Next is lemon. Then lemon having same which is present in the orange, that is what? Citric acid. Citric acid. The another one is ant sting. Okay, ant sting. Okay, in the ant sting, very important in the examination, they ask which acid present in the ant sting. So it is methanoic acid. Okay, it is methanoic acid, or also it is called as a formic acid. Okay, formic acid. Both are same, but in NCERT they give methanoic acid, and in the competitive exam when we observe it is give formic acid. So both are same, methanoic acid or formic acid. Then another one is nettle leaves. Okay, another one is nettle leaves which having same methanoic acid. methanoic acid, or we also call it as a formic acids. Okay, so these are very important. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 very important natural sources which having the acids. Okay, so remember these: vinegar having acetic acid, orange having citric acid, tamarind having tartaric acid. So different fruits and different acid, different substances and different acids. These are sources and these are the acids present in the given substances. Right. So here we are completely know about the basic knowledge about the acids. Right. Definition of acid, properties of acid. That is easy to define the acids by using property. We define the acid, and after that we have take examples of acids. Right. So acid base examples, and in that we have identified which is the strongest. Okay, in strongest NaOH, which gives more OH minus ions, and the weak base is ammonium hydroxide NH4OH. And then we come to the acid example. In the acid example, we take two parts. One part is laboratory acid, that is sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, and acetic acid. In the four acids, H2SO4, H2SO4, sulfuric acid is the strongest acid. Okay, then weak acid is acetic acid. Then we come to the natural source of acids, that is vinegar, orange, tamarind, tomato, curd, lemon, ant, and leaves. They having different types of acid: acetic acid, citric acid, tamarind acid, acetic. So different. You have to remember that which substance having which type of acid. So these are very important point you have to be remember. So this is basic information. Okay, so next come to the in next video we are take the indicators. Okay, some indicators are used to identify which is acid and which is base, and some chemical properties of acid in next videos. Okay, for this video it is enough, right? So one time memorize video, revise the video, right? And memorize all these important parts, right?